Hey y'all, how you doing? So a few days ago, I uploaded something of a video and an announcement stating that Carnival was going to start going to um, cruising to Africa, and was really excited about it. I thought it was a good idea. Was considering doing it myself, and then I saw a little bit of skepticism on it. I was looking at the Ship Life. The Ship Life is a content creator that do travel videos and mostly cruising videos. He used to be on a few ships. I think he was on the Norwegian, a few other ships as an entertainer. But now he's a content creator discussing travel and cruising. And he showed a few videos concerning this whole, what some Black people think about this whole cruising to Africa thing. And so let me see if I can first do the announcement, show the announcement where they're talking about cruising to Africa. And then
Carnival Cruise Lines just announced its first trip to Africa, and Black people are wondering who sponsored this. Carnival Cruise Line is known to be a favorite among Black people because it feels like a family cookout. Good music on deck, spades by the pool, and everybody's line dancing. Some Black people are wondering, will this be the last cruise we ever take? One person commented, they gonna drop y'all off and keep it pushing. Another person said, get off to do an excursion and come back and the boat is gone. And somebody else said, nah, it's a setup. Let me guess, the cruise ship's name's gonna be Freedom. The ship is actually called Sunshine and will set sail out of Europe, leaving from Barcelona and Rome. It will stop in North Africa with ports in Tunisia and Morocco. Cruise officials are urging passengers to participate in a very special solar eclipse cruise in July of 2027. Is Carnival making progress, or is someone orchestrating the biggest reverse Uno in history? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tiarka with a T. Follow.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
so evidently there are some Black people who either they're making jokes about it or they find it suspicious. So as she said, coming up in 2027, the Carnival Cruise Line have announced, they made announcements right now that coming up in 2027 that they will start doing cruises in Africa, going out of, what did she say, Morocco and Tunisia. I think that's what she said. But let me just read it so I can make sure I am saying it right. So Carnival Cruise Line's announcement of the 2027-2028 7-day Mediterranean itineraries including North Africa ports, Morocco and Tunisia. On the Carnival Sunshine has sparked mixed reactions, primarily blending excitement for cultural heritage travel with skepticism. And I was excited at first until I saw the video from the Ship Life this morning. Key criticism focused on historical trauma, the discomfort of taking a boat to Africa, alongside concerns about the age of the ship. Now I've traveled on the Carnival Sunshine out of Charlotte. It's currently not Charlotte, Charleston, South Carolina. The Sunshine was based in Charleston, South Carolina for a good many years. Charleston, South Carolina have closed that port for cruising for the most part. They may be coming back. It was rumored, but I don't know. And Carnival Sunshine is currently in Norfolk, Virginia, doing, I think 7-day cruises. But coming up in 2027, they're saying that it will be doing this cruise out of Africa. And so, like I said, there are some people that they are concerned. Some potential passengers expressed discomfort with the idea of the cruise to Africa, citing the Times connection to the Atlantic slave trade. Good morning, Catherine. Thank you for coming in. So the itinerary is not. The itinerary is at a Mediterranean base, not a direct cruise from the U.S. To sub-Africa, which some travelers found misleading, framed as a return to the motherland. Concerns were raised regarding the age of the Carnival Sunshine and recent unrelated controversies regarding Carnival's perceived yet denied restrictions on hip-hop music and playing different music. Now, look, I was recently on a old Carnival ship. I was on the Carnival Paradise, and they were playing all the songs, y'all. They were playing all the songs. Now, one night we went in the club, and they were playing all the what you want to call it? They were playing all of the those I guess those line dances type slide music, but they're like the bluesy type. Tucker, if y'all are familiar with Tucker, and those type songs. And then one night they were, playing some R&B, like the New Editions and Gap Band, the R&B. And then one night they were playing a little bit of raps because I didn't know the song. So anyway, but yeah, there is concern about this cruise to Africa. Like I said, I was excited about it when I first heard about it. But then I started hearing other things, and I was like, I wasn't aware we had some concerns. It's another video I wanted.
Carnival Cruise Line reveals first ever scheduled cruises to Africa.
That's not the one I want to play. It's this one here. The one I want. The right one. Maybe
Carnival
this.
just made an announcement that might have started our redemption era. This is huge. Carnival's going to begin sailing to Africa in 2027. With ports to Morocco and Tunisia, guests are going to be able to enjoy more culture, more history, and more experiences at sea. TikTok, what are your thoughts with this? Share it with a friend who loves cruising and follow us for more insights.
Or I was excited about this possibility of going cruising in Africa, but there is a lot of people that's saying something different. Let me show another video. Y'all forgive me for not having these videos in order, but y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. Is it this one that I
Carnival
want?
just made an announcement that might have started.
That one. There's another young man that talked.
Carnival Cruise Line reveals first ever scheduled cruises to Africa in 2027. Now, Carnival. We all know who mostly be on Carnival Cruises. So why would you even think that this was a good idea? Because I can speak on behalf of that demographic and tell you, we not doing that. Nah, we're not getting on no boat that's going to Africa and then taking us back from Africa to America. We've been there, done that, and we're not doing that again at all. Nope. That is too much ancestral trauma for us. And for you to announce this right after MLK Day, going into Black History Month, that's crazy. You couldn't wait till the summertime, maybe? We was a little bit more distracted. But nah, the only way black people are going to Africa is by plane. We will not be going there by boat. There are not enough luxury amenities on a boat to distract us from the fact that we are going to and from Africa by boat. That's just, we can't do that at all. Yeah. But y'all let me know, though. Are you going to take a cruise to Africa on a boat?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So y'all let me know what you think. What are y'all thoughts? If drop down in the replay and tell me what are your thoughts. Is it something that you're interested in? Is it an absolute not, no way? Do you think that people's concerns are real? Are they just kidding? I don't think some people are kidding and some people are not so much. Now, this is what the Ship Life had to say in his video concerning travel to Africa. Let me see if I can find the video. Well, I'm not going to play his actual video, but I'm just going to play the clip, just a clip of what he had to say concerning this voyage to Africa.
Lines that don't go to these itineraries. They're just kind of adding and expanding. I personally believe they're not doing a collaboration with ICE. They're not trying to get all the black people back over to Africa and leave them there. None of these things are taking place. At least I hope so. I very seriously doubt it. But this is what I got, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the
Okay, let me play it again and slow it down just a little bit so y'all can hear it.
One of the few cruise lines that don't go to these itineraries. They're just kind of adding and expanding. I personally believe they're not doing a collaboration with ICE. They're not trying to get all the black people back over to Africa and leave them there. None of these things are taking place. At least I hope so. I very seriously doubt it. But this is what I got, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the
Okay, so that was the ship life. He said, "Listen, it's just an itinerary. It ain't no collaboration with Ice, baby. It ain't none of that. It's just an itinerary." So y'all can tell me what y'all think. What y'all think in the comments. Now I am going to play this other lady, where she is explaining a little bit more of the itinerary. She's going to explain the itinerary to us just a little bit more. Concerning this Africa voyage. Give me just a second.
So I can definitely understand people concerned, but let me go ahead and give you all some facts so that we are informed about the decisions that we are making. So yes, this cruise is sailing through Africa. Again, I've done my research. This cruise is not even coming from America. You got to go to Barcelona or Rome to get on the ship, okay? So the sailing that I have found that makes the most sense is July 25th, 2027. You're going to sail from Barcelona. You're going to spend most of your time in Italy anyways. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 3 stops and 4, 5. 5 stops. 1 stop on Sunday, which is Tunis, which is Africa, which is North Africa, like literally the top of Africa, because it sits right there between Europe and, Italy and all of that. It's very close to that. And then you're going to do the solar eclipse scenic cruise, and then you're going to have a day at sea, and then you're going to get off in Rome. So although I can understand people concerned, I want us to make informed decisions. We're not leaving America on a cruise ship and going to Africa. This cruise ship is barely touching Africa. You have a few hours at port, like literally you're going to get there at 7 a.m. and you're leaving at 4 p.m. We spend more time in Italy than we do anywhere else on this cruise. So I do like the itinerary. I am going to make a full video tomorrow, and the reason why I did not do that today is because they are switching the rates over. And so I want to make sure that I'm giving you all the right information, that you all are not rushing to book, because if I do a group for this one, I got to make sure that the numbers make sense, because when I went in to go do it, the rate for the deposit was $400 per person, and you only had 1 week to do the deposit if I did a group. So to me, that doesn't make sense. And so I'm going to wait till the rates roll over tomorrow to give y'all what the cost of stuff is, deposit, and etc. So I hope that this.
So that lady that was just on, her name is KC, the plus size passport. She obviously she is a travel agent. So check her out on TikTok. KC. Let me see. I typed it in here. KC, the plus size passport. So make sure you subscribe to her on TikTok. Tell her Miss Cruz sent you, and you can check it out from there. I might check out this itinerary. Now y'all know I don't go through travel agency when I cruise. I just go directly through the if I'm going Carnival, I go through Carnival. If I'm going Royal, I go through Royal. The only travel agent I will ever use is Really Be TV. I will use Really Be TV. But hey, AT, for real. Yeah, it's she said you'll probably be 5 hours in Africa, but mainly you'll be in Italy. that type thing. But that's how it is with cruising. You can't expect to stay on any port. But AT2 said they trying to send us back to the motherland. And then he says, I might go. Listen, I'm thinking about it too. I'm thinking about it, especially after hearing the itinerary that she gave. Now, the Sunshine, again, it is an old ship. I've been on it. I was on it, I think last year in March and November. I was on it twice. And I went on it in March, then I went back in November. So it must not be that bad because I went twice on it. But so it's an older ship, and we're gonna wait to see what itinerary comes out and what the price look like. But yeah, there is some people that's like, I don't know about this trip. But again, I want to know what people's thoughts are, So if y'all watching the replay, first of all, hit that like button. And then second of all, let me know. You want to go? You don't want to go? Now, of course, Carnival is not the first cruise line that's gone to Africa. Norwegian travels there, and I think Royal Caribbean. So Carnival ain't doing this. They ain't the first one to jump out here and do it. Other cruise lines are already selling that way. But they're adding this to their itinerary. Now, why they chose to use an older, smaller ship is interesting. But I guess for a test run, they just want to kind of see if there's interest in it, how it goes, and then I guess they'll decide whether they're going to continue it. Now, once they finish this test run, Sunshine is not going to be going back to Norfolk. It's going to be going to Galveston. So I guess at the end of 2027, beginning of 2028, they're going to send that ship over to Galveston. So we shall see. We shall see. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all remember to live in peace on purpose. Live in peace on purpose. And the most peaceful place there is out on a cruise ship. I was over in another content creators chat, and they were talking about cruising. And I said, I feel safest when I cruise. I feel the safest when I love cruising. It gives me such peace. And I found that it helps anxiety. My daughter went on with me, and she have some anxiety. She's, have some anxiety issues like a lot of young people these days. But honey, she ain't have none on that ship. Not none. Not any anxiety. So I'm going to say that it may be the cure to anxiety. While you on there, if you have anxiety, when you get on there, all of that goes away. I don't know why. You can get some of the best sleeping you ever gotten. But anyway, that's me and cruising. Everybody's experience is not the same. But y'all remember to live in peace on purpose. And no matter what you're going through, remember, all is well. Y'all hit that like button for me.